Bonsoir, mesdames et messieurs. Nous allons vous demander de vous lever pour vous joindre à la chorale Crosstown Youth Chorus pour l'hymne national.
Please be seated. Veuillez vous asseoir. Together, let us thank the Crosstown Youth Chorus and their director, Kurt Alicante.
Bienvenue. Bienvenue à la 10e conférence sur les politiques scientifiques canadiennes afin de célébrer l'histoire et l'avenir de cette importante rencontre annuelle.
Welcome everyone to the 10th Canadian Science Policy Conference to celebrate the history and the future of this important annual gathering. Please join us with open hearts, minds, and spirits in welcoming Claudette Commanda, Algonquin Knowledge Keeper, who will offer a blessing.
L'aînée Claudette Commanda de la Première Nation Kitigan-Zibi Ashinabeg prononcera une prière d'ouverture.
Good evening. Bonjour tout le monde. Kwe kakina. Kwe. Mon nom c'est Claudette Commanda. Je suis une femme algonquine de la Première Nation de Kitigan-Zibi. Je suis très fière d'être ici avec vous autres pour donner des mots à bienvenue et aussi pour donner des mots à bénédiction. I'm very proud and honored to be here with you, to bring greetings on behalf of my nation, the Algonquin people. I am from Kitigan-Zibi. I was born and raised in my own community, which is about an hour north of here. But to each and every one of you, kakina nichkiweduk pijajigoma nishnabe kiumamawenenewag. I welcome each and every one of you beautiful people to this ancestral territory of my people, the Algonquin Nation. The land that the Creator entrusted unto us since time immemorial, and the land we must ensure will be here forevermore for our children today and our children who will come, that 7th generation. Before I give words of blessing, I want to acknowledge those beautiful children who blessed us with their song, who lifted their hearts and their voices and their spirit to greet us. And our children, they are the future. They are the leaders. So to you, the children that are in the back room, I hope you hear us when we give you the shout of applause by raising our hands, and let's show them that appreciation. We love them. Children are so beautiful, and what a blessing. The science policy, the Canadian science policy. You are the scientists. You are the policymakers. You're going to work together to bring forward good work that is going to benefit all Canadians, to set an example to the world at large. And it pleases me to see that you've included children as part of this, because indeed, those children will be the future scientists, will be the future lawyers, the future historians, professors, policymakers. It's such a beauty, life. It is said to us in our traditions, the Anishinaabe traditions, the Anishinaabe o Mamawinini, the Algonquin people, that our responsibility is to always welcome the visitors to our homeland. So to the minister, Duncan, to the organizers, the Canadian Science Policy organizers, the leaders, to all of you, thank you for being here. Thank you for providing this space and acknowledgement and recognition of the Algonquin people. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to welcome you and to say words of blessing. That responsibility is what we have to uphold because it is one of our laws. So I welcome you, my brothers and sisters, into our territory. And I ask the Creator at this time, that one God who made all of us, regardless of color or creed or title we hold, there is only one that has made all of us, and that is whom we call Kishiminado, God. We thank Him for bringing us together. And I say to the Creator, Nin, emiawin onje, kakina nichkiwedog, minopamadzuin nongo mashishwabang, mashkawizewin, zogiewin. And we say together, we lift our hearts and our spirit and our voice. We lift that one voice to the Creator, and we give thanks to our Mother, the Earth. We give thanks to our grandfather, Sun, our grandmother, Moon. We give thanks to all that is created, from the water life, the plant life, the animal life, human life, all that is created above and below. We give thanks for our family and our friends. We give thanks for our children. We give thanks to the first ancestors of this land, Ni Jenwen Daganago Mama Weniniwag, the Algonquin ancestors. And I acknowledge each and every one of you, your ancestors. And let us remember, but for the ancestors, we would not be here. Let us acknowledge our relatives who are in that spirit world, and let us acknowledge our relatives who continue to be with us. And let us open our hearts and our spirits to be together as one, as brothers and sisters, to share our wisdom and our knowledge, and to share respect to one another. And in my words to the Creator, as I asked Him, my prayer for you, the blessing that I give you, that He continues to bless your family, to bless you with that good life, to bless you with strength, to bless you with wisdom, to bless you with that knowledge, and also to thank you for the work that you do. So keep up the good work. The scientists, the policymakers, come together in that good way, share your knowledge, your wisdom, do good work, follow that good road. And I honestly am very thankful to be in this room of such intelligent people. So I commend all of you for that intelligence and hard work, so keep up the good work. And there's no word for goodbye in our language, but what I say to each and every one of you, until we meet again, take good care of yourselves. God bless you. Enjoy your evening and your conference. Chimigwej.
Nous sommes ravis d'être ici avec vous cette année pour fêter cet anniversaire. Je suis contente de vous présenter ma co-animatrice, Karine Morin.
And it is my pleasure to introduce my co-MC for the evening, Sandra Noed. CSPC had its humble beginnings in Toronto in 2009 as a question: how could we create a truly dynamic Canadian network of policymakers and scientists to enhance life for Canadians?
Since then, the CSPC has sought to build a collaborative and inclusive space to bring together different political perspectives, different levels of government, different sectors, disciplines, regions, and generations, where science and policy are seen as interconnected and relevant to one another. Together, let's watch a short video that will remind us of that journey.
parcours. Quel beau parcours pour cette conférence qui s'est arrêtée dans plusieurs autres villes canadiennes ainsi que la capitale et qui, au fil des ans, a recruté un nombre croissant de participants. Look around you at some of the 790 participants at this year's conference who've come out to celebrate this anniversary. There were closer to maybe 400 who attended the first conference. So if you were there in Toronto back in 2009, please stand up. Please stand up if you were back with us in 2009. Now, if you've attended ever since then and haven't missed a conference, can you still be standing? How about a great round of applause for that support? Unconditional support.
I was one of those attending that first conference, and at the time I was a graduate student in public policy with a background in physics, trying to figure out where I wanted to direct my energy and my passions. The connections that I made at CSPC at that first conference helped shape my career, and I've now worked nearly 9 years at Innovation, Science and Economic Development Canada in science and innovation policy and practice. My guess is I'm probably not the only person in the room for whom this conference has really changed the trajectory of their career, but guessing is not for CSPC, so let's see the evidence. Please stand up if participating in CSPC has changed the course of your career.
So lots of different connections. Maybe you'll put up a hand up if you've met your significant other at CSPC. So I guess it's a good thing that we share a passion for science policy together. Seriously, we can all agree that the CSPC has made quite an impact, whether promoting science communication, science diplomacy, evidence-based decision-making, or focusing on young scientists. CSPC has sought to strengthen both science and policy in Canada. This politically neutral space to connect, converse, and welcome ministers, MPs, MPPs, MLAs from all parties, and the Minister or Minister of State responsible for science, which has come to give us a keynote at every CSPC and again tonight.
Since the very first CSPC, we've seen not one, but 2 Canadian Nobel Prize winners in physics, with one being the first woman scientist awarded the honor in 55 years. We've seen support for enhancing facilities at our universities and colleges, and for better connecting research and innovation. We've seen young people view the role that they can have in both the science and the policy community differently. We have a chief science advisor. And Quebec, Alberta, and Ontario all created chief scientist roles. And earlier this year, we saw a strong government response to the Fundamental Science Review.
Un grand merci à tous ceux qui ont contribué au fil des ans et qui continuent de contribuer en faisant la promotion de l'excellence scientifique et de la prise de décision axée sur des faits probants, ainsi qu'en facilitant la connectivité et la collaboration entre nos deux mondes. Reconnaissons aussi nos partenaires, les partenaires de la conférence, pour leur généreux soutien.
And a very special thanks to all of those very dedicated souls who have formed part of the CSPC board over the years. Please stand up and be recognized. Let us also recognize CSPC's invaluable partners for the 2018 conference: the Government of Canada, le Gouvernement de Québec, Ryerson University, and Bayer.
Now I wish to introduce the person whose vision has helped to foster an ongoing science policy discussion across the country, across levels of government, and across sectors, and across generations. to say a few words. Évidemment, sans lui, cette conférence qui nous réunit annuellement n'aurait tout simplement pas lieu. Alors, accueillons-le chaleureusement, Merdad Ariri, founder and president of the Canadian South Wales Conference.